Happy fall, y'all. Did you know that the fall came yesterday? It'll probably leave today and it'll probably be hot again. But boy, this Saturday, downtown Ballground was packed. Friday night, downtown Ballground was packed. 2 different Halloween events and they maxed them out. You know what was wrong with that? It was 82 degrees. Those poor youngins in them outfits. I know they were sweating and miserable, but they had such a good time. So thank you, Ballground, for opening your doors. And the city took over the whole downtown area on Friday night, and it was amazing. Lots of candy, lots of food, lots of fun. And then on Saturday, the garden club opened up the botanical garden, and it was a free event for all the kiddies, and they had a really good time. And the hit of the day was face painting. And I saw so many kids who stood in line forever to get their face painted because the lady did an amazing job. It was awesome, and it again was free, and this was compliments of the Ballground Garden Club that has been in business, they're really not in business, been in operations over 70 years. These folks know how to put on an event, and guess who the chairman of the event was? Evelyn Calhoun. So we know it was organized well, it was fun, it was fantastic, and kids loved it. Now, my favorite thing is always seeing their little costumes and their faces, and some are bashful, some don't say trick or treat, some of them just, hey, there's my bucket, very quiet, and then others are, you know, here they go. It's so different to see their personalities, but we had some really cute kids there. And I think that Evelyn has posted their pictures on a Ballground Facebook page, and you can go to it and vote for who was the cutest. I think the cutest was the Southern Belle. And I really loved that she and her daddy walked around the garden, and I got some good pictures of them, and you might get to see a few of those today. But it was just a really cool weekend. Also, it was the 85th anniversary of the Ballground Lions Club. That means that it's older than dirt. Those folks have been doing this a long, long time. And you know what the Lions Club does? It gives back to the community. It gives back to the community. And today we're going to do a song that Dwight did for the Ballground, not for the Ballground Garden Club, but for the Ellijay Garden Club, not the Garden Club, the Lions Club. I'm going to tell y'all what happened last night. I've been up all night long. So if I get through this hour, I've already told Trace, I said, if you need to, come out there and smack me to wake me up. I've been up all night long. And I'll tell you in a minute why. And it's not because of that bug that's going around, although I know a lot of people have had that bug. It's something really crazy, but you'll understand when I tell you. So might have something to do with caffeine. But anyway, yes, the Lions Club here in Ellijay always had events for special friends, and they always brought Dwight along, and he enjoyed every single minute of it. And we're going to share a little bit of that with y'all. We're also going to share a lot of photos. So if you were at the Garden Club this weekend, if you were at the downtown event, you might see your photo. If you were in costume, you might recognize yourself because there were some really cool costumes. There's also a scarecrow contest, and we would love for you to get on there and vote for our scarecrow. And he's really, really cute, and it has, he's sitting in front of our office, and then he has all the little minions with him, and it's really, really cute. But it was one of those things, Evelyn dreamed it up, and she did it all, and all I had to do was go buy the coat he's wearing, and it turned out just really, really cute. And we had some great comments about it, and people had their picture made with him, and it was really cool. I understand that he and his family are in town looking to buy a house, and we certainly want to be the realtors that sell him that house. So hope that you have something planned great for the holiday. We're going to have a holiday very soon as Thanksgiving comes. It is also the time that clocks turn back. And I hate to say this, but you know, we all, if we've gone through something tragic, when it gets dark early, a little bit of depression sets in, and it's really, really hard. There are so many moms, as the holidays hit, as you're planning and you're laughing and you're full of joy with your family, There are people who are sitting at home alone. There are moms who have buried their children. There are wives who have buried the love of their life. There are so many people who will be hurting through the holidays. Please remember your friends and neighbors who may not be having such a joyous occasion, and maybe make a plate and take to them. Maybe make a cobbler and take to them. Do something to lift somebody's spirits, because I promise you, once the time changes, and we all see it, I'm already a wreck about it, because I know once that time changes, it changes the way you feel about things, you know, and that darkness, that gloom and doom. It's hard enough to deal with depression and the holidays, but to have it get dark so early, it just adds, it throws fire on the flame, and it's not fun. It's not fun. So now this is when I love fall, when those trees start turning. And this weekend, the trees were beautiful. Everybody says it takes a certain temperature and a certain amount of rain, and we haven't had any rain in like 23 days, but we're supposed to get some on Wednesday. So I don't know if it's going to make the leaves prettier, but they have been absolutely beautiful. These are some finished homes that are about to be occupied by their owners very, very soon in Malone's Pond. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary, and it's been really, really neat to see the transition and the difference in the homes. And it's really, really exciting to know that these houses are going to become home very, very soon for special families. Now this is what Ballground did best, and this was the Friday night event, and it was crazy busy. And there again is one of my favorite houses. And this, if you look very, very close back there in the picture, you see a mama deer and her baby. Tiny, tiny baby. It's so sweet, and I just happened to catch it when I was going through at the end of the day taking pictures, and I thought, how cool is that? And she was very close to the road, and she stays burrowed up back in that little cul-de-sac all the time, and she's always sitting there with her baby. And especially in the evening I can catch her, so it was really, really cool. And that is our #1 house plan. That is the Evans. And that seems to be the house plan that everybody walks in and goes, oh, this is the one I want. Oh, this is the perfect plan for entertaining. Oh, this is the perfect plan for family living. Oh, this is the perfect plan for retirement. That's the perfect plan for everything, because you can put your kids upstairs, you can put your guests upstairs, you can occupy the downstairs, and all is well. And that house built on a basement is fantastic. It is fantastic. There's another one of those houses. That's the Evans too, and that one's on a slab. It's not on a basement, and it is absolutely beautiful, overlooking the pond. So that's what we're doing. Now this is part of the event, and again, this was just done by the city, and it was free for everybody, and so many people came out, and so many people had such a good time, so many things happening, and the kids really, really enjoyed it. And that is down at the Ballground STEM Academy. So is that the STEM Academy, or is that the old school? I think that's the STEM Academy. But it looks like we had some really important guests there. So you know who that is, and that is somebody who's been in our lives a long time. And everybody loves those two. The kids showed up, the parents showed up, they had a really, really good time. Downtown was filled with fun and laughter, and lots of kids had really, really cute costumes. Lots of imagination this year, lots and lots of imagination. It looks to me like everybody's taking a bubble bath. What do y'all think? That is the coolest thing, and the kids really, really enjoyed it. So again, it is Ballground doing what it does best, opening its doors to the communities that we serve, and coming out, and y'all just hanging out. And you need to check the Ballground City. They have a schedule that shows you everything that's going to be going on, and there's always something going on. So come down and be with us. And you know what's coming next, don't you? The first Friday night in December is the Ballground Christmas Parade, and we might be known for the best Christmas parade around these parts, and it's really, really cool. So I hope y'all will come out and be a part of that. And again, as always, we will have our office open downtown, and we will be doing refreshments and handing out goodies. And it's always so much fun to see everybody who comes by year after year after year. And again, there's downtown Ballground, just full of y'all. Lots of happy faces, lots of happy kids, lots of candy. Lots of candy was handed out, lots and lots of candy. Lots and lots of cookies, lots and lots of food went out. It was crazy, and everybody had a really, really good time. And they've kind of made the parking a little bit better. So, and this was the police department as they were involved in the event. And that's what it takes, a whole town getting together. And the kids like to see the police officers and get to know them so they're not, you know, afraid of the police or whatever, because we are supposed to back the blue. That's what we're supposed to do. And I think that's what we probably should teach our children. Now that's what I want for Christmas. I want that man giving that speech to be in the White House. That's all I'm asking for Christmas. So Santa Claus, if you're listening, Santa, listen closely. We want it too big to rig, and we really would love to have a landslide, but to be honest with you, I'll take it if we win by 3 votes. I'm so excited it just feels good. Everybody feels good. Everybody feels better. It's like people are beginning to live again because they're beginning to see some hope. And I'm praying that hope comes through. So I hope that you have voted. Hope that you will vote early. Hope you will get your vote counted. Now there's more. There was a lot of people in Ballground, y'all. Lots and lots and lots of people. And then the next day they came to the garden and wandered around the garden, and it was really, really cute. The only problem was, and this is the Lions Club as they celebrated their 85th anniversary. 85 years of giving back, 85 years of your time, your energy for the community. And that's what the Lions Club does. And so if you would like to be a part of that, you can contact Nancy Madden. And they would love to have some new members in Ballground, because you know what? Everybody's aging out. Not that they're aging out, but maybe they're aging into retirement. So, and this is on Saturday. We had so many cute kids, really cute kids, who enjoyed the day. There's some more of the Lions Club. And again, if you want to be a part of the Lions in Ballground, Georgia, just contact Nancy Madden. She's on Facebook. And the 85th anniversary. They always win awards. They're always doing for somebody else. And they're always giving back. And that's kind of what the Lions were founded to do. And they do the pecan. Now, do y'all recognize that guy? Do you recognize that guy? I did this as a little tease for y'all, because I'm going to tease you just a little bit. You're going to get a little of his music today. And pretty soon, if you vote the way he wants you to vote, he says he'll come back. If you don't, he says he's leaving town. So I hope y'all go vote. I hope you vote red. I hope you vote conservative. I hope you vote the way he wants you to vote, because he's awful down and out and worried. Now that's a peach cobbler, and if you're really, really sweet, close to Christmas, I make peach cobblers. I don't Christmas shop anymore. I make cobblers and deliver them to people. So if you're sweet and if you're good, you might get one. So try to be sweet and try to be good, because Santa Claus and I'm watching. And I want to remind y'all about the Christmas parade up in Copper Hill. And if you get on Howard Jabley's Facebook page, you can see the meeting that they're going to have about it, and they're trying to choose a theme for this year. I don't know what the theme should. I tell you what I think the theme should be: Make America Great Again. I think that's a great theme for this year. There's the Rebel Inn, where Mr. Ellijay might have just begun his career many, many years ago. And we've been thinking about an album cover, a CD cover, and I said, you started out the Rebel Inn, maybe we need to figure out something with some pictures and some old cars at the Rebel Inn. So still studying on it, and he can't decide. He's got almost all the music ready. He's worked out finally Daddy's Lunchbox, and that is going to be the one that tears you up and makes you cry. You are going to love that. So it's going to be exciting, and that's a very, very special picture, because that was when Aaron was here, and Aaron's been out for a while with some health issues. And so, we all go through things, and we've asked y'all to pray for him in the past, and I hope that he will be healthy again and be back with us one day. That's what it's about. Y'all know what that's about? That's about my favorite car. And I said, I'm not a tattoo person, but if I was going to get a tattoo, that right there would be what it'd be. Because I love 396 Chevelles. I just love them. And that might be a Blackberry Cobbler. And the reason he got that is because he picked about 40 gallons blackberries, and I had the honor of canning them. So it was, yeah, I won't pick them, but I sure will can them. And that's what happens when you're sweet. I make and deliver cobblers, and those, I think, we're headed to an attorney's office down in Marietta. And I think I've got to take another round down there because I think I heard somebody hollering saying, hey, where's our cobblers? So, you know, if you don't want to buy somebody a gift, it's always really fun to make something for them and see them enjoy it and put your love into it instead of your money into it. So I think that's pretty cool. Who is that crazy guy? Who is that crazy guy? That's Mr. Ellijay. And that's Mr. Ellijay when he was a kid. He was just a kid. Oh, that's so funny. And that is his favorite view. That is the top lot, and that is his favorite view. So, and he said, tell him not to give up on me. I'll be back. Those are his two favorite folks. He loves them folks. He loves them folks. And he was so happy when they came in the studio. And he actually did a song for Miss Carol, and it was Mama's Prayers. And you might get to hear that too. You know, when we look back, there's so many sweet memories that we will have over the holidays, and there's so many hard days getting through the holidays. Dwight has lost both of his parents. I've lost my grandmother, my mom, my sister. I mean, so many people. My daughter. And as we face those holidays without those people we love, it is very hard. So please be patient with me. You see, I lost my child, and while it might seem like a long time to you, it is every day for me, and it is, I try to get through the days, and I try not to stress over it, but I got tickled. I got a message from Tori really, really early this morning, and it just, you know, here we go. We know we're approaching the holidays. Those are pictures of Angela and I from the time she was a kid, and I pulled them up, and I looked at that one of her in her baby bed, and then I looked at her when we lived in Morningside, and I just thought, it's like it was yesterday. That's like it was yesterday, and she's been gone 13 years. It just does not seem real. No, she's been gone 11 years. It was in 13, and there's my sister who's been gone a year and a half now. It doesn't seem real. The time flies. But don't forget this. People don't fake depression. They fake being okay. Remember that and be kind, because as these days turn dark, there will be some people that are really, really struggling and fighting depression. And you can be the light in their eye, or you can be the person that takes them over the edge. So try to reach out, try to be good, try to do something for somebody else. And I hope as you look at how blessed you are, that you will think, you know, I haven't faced anything like that. I haven't been hurt like that. I haven't had anybody destroy my feelings. I haven't had to bury a child. So please be kind and be like those two, because they're just good. They're just gooder than gold. They're gooder than gold, and that's what it's about. That's what life is about. So now we want to remind y'all about an event that's going to be this Saturday, and I would love to be there. I don't know how I can be, but I would love to be. November the 2nd, 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m., and this is at Kimsey Ridge, and this is their fall festival. And it is going to be the bargain of the year. $10 admission, you get Raven Welch, you get Fast Track, you get the Deep River Boys, and you're going to get to hear them today, and you get the Cody Norris review, and that Cody Norris show, and that is at 8 p.m. that night. So all day long, your kids can do the bouncy house. You can buy different crafts. They're going to have vendors there with different things to sell. I think somebody's going to have some good canned stuff, just really, really cool stuff for you to spend the day. It's in a safe place. It's in a great place, and it is a great thing to do because you're giving back to something that's going to give back to the community in Ducktown. That school sat there for many, many years and got in terrible disrepair, and now it is looking mighty fine. It still needs a lot of work, and they're doing a little bit at a time as they raise money. But if you could be a part of this, it is giving back to the community that often gives back to others. So Kimsey Ridge is a beautiful, beautiful facility, and if you would like to do an event there, you can also talk to them about doing that, because they use that for that too. But it's a really pretty building, and it honestly is it's one of those things you passed by it for years and it sat there doing nothing, and now you walk in and it's like, wow, it totally looks so different. But okay, I'm going to show you just a couple of minutes of something that made me cry. It made me cry, it made me feel hopeful, it made me feel happy, and I really feel good. But you have got to vote early, vote conservative, vote red, and make sure that you get your vote in. If you do it this week, it's going to be easier than on election day, because I've seen the lines in Ballground are just like 30 minutes long, which is not bad at all. But we have had record-breaking voting so far. Record-breaking voting. That is a good sign. People care. We want our country back. We want our economy back. We want to be able to put groceries on the table. And we know that we have a choice. And I don't know how you could think of any other way than to vote for America. So we're going to show you just a few minutes of something that was at Madison Square Garden last night. And as I watched Lee Greenwood do the song, God Bless the USA, I was sitting there bawling like a baby. So sit there, watch these few minutes, and think about, you can be the person that makes a difference in our country. We have to make this win too big to rig, and we have to do it by getting out the early vote. So here we go.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Good evening, New York City. Hello, Madison Square Garden. Our hometown, where architectural symbols of strength, courage, and unity create a canvas for the world's undisputed capital of industry. Where titans of finance, fashion, and entertainment convene among an iconic range of superior design, structures, and artistic accomplishments. And American ingenuity blossoms among determined citizens who race across city streets and between offices, striving for success. It is you who are the heartbeat of this great metropolis. It is you who are the pulse of this America. Yet, New York City is unforgiving. In fact, our lives are complicated even during the best of times. And sadly, today, a declining quality of life coupled with economic instability makes it difficult for business to thrive. Love you too. Crime is on the rise, while public safety diminishes, creating an environment where families with young children choose to relocate. And this story repeats itself from coast to coast across our nation. This is America. For generations, this town has produced America's most fearless leaders, whose mark changed the course of the world. New York City and America needs their magic back. A country country of tomorrow that will shape our future and reset expectations for the generations. Envision a wonderful America where the seeds of security, prosperity, and health are sown once again for benefit of our families. Let us charge together with a shared vision that builds on American greatness. Let's seize this moment and create a country for tomorrow, the future that we deserve. And now, please welcome our next Commander-in-Chief, my husband, President Donald J. Trump. Commander-in-Chief, my husband, President Donald J. Trump.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life. If I had to start again, with just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. But the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you very much to a very popular former First Lady, hopefully First Lady again. And I just want to say a very big hello to a special place, New York, and to an incredible arena, Madison Square Garden. Incredible. And then we have all of the people that could fill it up 10 times. You take a look at outside what's going on all the way down to the river, the beautiful, beautiful Hudson River. They're outside watching this now at levels that nobody's ever seen before. They've never had it. And I want to thank Jim Dolan. He's been incredible. He's been just incredible. The job they've done. Thank you. But I'm thrilled to be back in the city I love, and thousands of proud, hard-working American patriots. You're with me. We're all together. We've always been together. And I'd like to begin by asking a very simple question. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? I'm here today with a message of hope for all Americans. With your vote in this election, I will end inflation. I will stop the invasion of criminals coming into our country. And I will bring back the American dream. We need the American dream to come back home. Our country will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than ever before. This election is a choice between whether we will have 4 more years of gross incompetence and failure, or whether we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. We will achieve success that no one can imagine. We will have the strongest economy, the most secure borders, the safest cities, the most powerful military.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
He's loose. He's across the 40 to the 50. It's a foot race to the end zone.
Keep it. He's got a little bit of running room. Hops over a defender. Picks up the first down.
There he goes up the middle. He'll be cut down at the 20.
Is into the end zone for a Fannin Rebel score.
Catches it in stride. He'll go to the end zone.
Breaks the tackle. Touchdown.
Y'all come by and see us anytime you can.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories. Writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon lies heavy on my shoulder. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away. The whining of his wheels just makes it colder. He's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky. Spring days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove, and the light in your eye just makes him warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him. How'd you spend your time? What's the latest thing the neighbors say? Your mother called last Friday. Sunshine makes her cry. She felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Oh, the time that I can lay this tired old body down and feel your fingers feathers soft upon me. The kisses that I live for, the love that shines my way, the happiness that living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make a house a home. Like a fire softly burning, supper on the stove, and the light in your eye that keeps me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. and hey, it's good to be back home again. I say it's good to be back home again. Thank you. Thank you. There's a sweet and precious mother sitting in an old rocking chair. She is looking out that open window, and on her lips this servant's prayer. Oh dear God, I'm all alone. Won't you send my children home? Won't you touch their hearts and make them understand? I know they're busy as can be with their homes and family, but won't you ask the children, Lord, to visit me? It's a sad, heartbreaking, lonely picture of a mother just waiting to die, all alone without her children. Surely God will hear her prayer. Oh dear God, I'm all alone. Won't you send my children home? Won't you touch their hearts and make them understand? I know they're busy as can be with their homes and family, but won't you ask the children, Lord, to visit me? I know they're busy as can be with their homes and family, but won't you ask the children, Lord, to visit me?
Okay, that was a little gift from Mr. Ellijay, and he said, remind folks to go and vote. I'm going to remind y'all about something you can do. You can go to YouTube and you can watch things that will explain why we are such huge supporters of this team right here. And there are reasons. It's common sense. It's common sense. But I want you, if you have access to the internet, I want you to go to an interview that Elon Musk did in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. This man was born and raised in South Africa, and he reminds me so much of a family that I've been very close to for over 30 years who was, they lived in South Africa. And when I met them, they were the kindest, sweetest, amazing, amazing people, went there as missionaries and went there to change lives. Nobody has changed lives any more than Elon Musk. He is an amazing genius, beyond genius. He's like way beyond genius. He is going to bring the astronauts that are stuck in space home. He is the one ticket they have to get home back to this Earth. And he is a genius. He is an amazing businessman. He is an amazing, kind heart. He gives and gives and gives of himself. And I want you to watch an interview that he did in Amish country with just talking common sense. It's common sense why we should vote the way that we're voting. And I've seen Mr. Ellijay kind of uptight and tense about some things. I have never seen him like he is about this election. And that's probably why I was up all night last night, because he kept saying, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to reach people, you need to make sure they understand. And he kept drilling it into my head. He'd call and say, and you just got to get people to understand they've got to vote the right way. I can't make you vote the right way. I can't tell you how to vote, but I can encourage you. And my encouragement comes in going to the internet and watching things like Elon Musk, like J.D. Vance, and listen to the common sense that we're hearing in America today. And you know what I think about it? God's going to show up. God's going to show up, because I think that Donald Trump would never have survived 2 assassination attempts if God wasn't on our side, and I truly believe that. But if you see Dwight and he looks like he's wound tighter than oh boy, he's wound tight. He is really worried about this election. So if you haven't voted, if you're thinking, I don't want to take time to vote, please get out and vote early and vote conservative, vote right, do what you need. And if you go that other way, that's your business. That's your business. But we need to look at common sense. Common sense. Common sense tells us that we can't go to the grocery store and we can't afford groceries. Common sense tells us that first-time home buyers are having a hard time buying a house. Common sense tells us that people come and look at a car and then find out that the interest rate is so high that they can't buy a car, so they're stuck working on their 25-year-old car that they have to keep. Common sense tells us that we've got to get America back where it belongs, and so I encourage you to go to the internet. And also, I want to tell you, there are tons and tons of our programs on the internet now. We've got a lot of the old stuff, so if you have friends, neighbors, your mom, your dad, cousins who have been on the show, we are loading them all to the internet now, because I got to studying about it. As I get old, I might be feeble one day, then I might not be here, and I want y'all to have access to all of the programs that we've done. You can share it with your friends, share it with your neighbors, share it on Facebook, do whatever you want to with it, because I want you to have those memories. When I look back, you talk about some sweet memories here in this studio, some precious visitors, some amazing people who changed my life. And so many of y'all were there for me during the time that I lost my daughter. So many of you got me through that moment, got me through the next hour, got me through the next morning, got me through the first day that I walked back and started doing television again. Because honestly, I didn't know that I was going to come out of that depression, and I did. I did. And then something else threw me for a loop that just nearly took me under, And I wouldn't have made it without y'all. So I just wanted to say a thank you to y'all. And check it out. You can go to YouTube. Just go to Sherry Martin or Sherry Martin Heart of the Home. We've got things loaded on both. Doesn't cost you a penny. You just hit subscribe, hit the like button, and watch any and everything you want to watch. It's free. So, and it is going back many, many, many years. And I hope that it will be a happy memory for y'all as we go down memory lane. But remember, Elon Musk in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, watch the entire interview and then go vote and use your common sense. Now we're going to take you to some music from some folks up the road about Mineral Bluff Way. And then we're going to take you to some folks up the road about Nashville Way. So here we go.
I am weak, thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus. Lady walking close today. Let it be, beautiful, let it be.
I met her there one morning, hiking on her way. She smiled at me as I drove up and said, "It's gonna be a happy day." And I call her sunshine, that's what she is to me. And I can't get her off my mind, her face keeps haunting me. Faded jeans and hair like gold, a smile warm as summer sun. I hope I find that gal again, for now I know that she's the one. And I call her sunshine, that's what she is to me. And I can't get her off my mind, her face keeps haunting me. I was a lonesome traveler when I met her on that day. I looked into her smiling eyes, and my blues just up and ran away. And I call her sunshine, that's what she is to me. And I can't get her off my mind, her face keeps haunting me. And I can't get her off my mind, her face keeps haunting me.
What did Mike Smith say? God keeps showing up, and God keeps showing up. And Mike and Diane are two of the sweetest people in the world. And I want to share just a little bit of something that he wrote in the book. It was toward the back of the book, and it says, "It ain't over." I'm only going to read you the last paragraph, but it says, "The worst thing that ever happened in the history of the world became the greatest thing that ever happened in the history of the world. It happened when Jesus rose the third day. His tomb was only temporary. When God made the tomb reservation for Jesus, it was only for 3 days. When Jesus rose, it changed everything. Satan was defeated, and we were given an opportunity to receive eternal life in heaven. Because of what God did, Paul could write, and we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, who have been called according to his purpose." Romans 8:28. God made something good out of something bad. He does the same thing in our lives as well. When things go bad, we are told to abide. Help is on the way. I don't think that anything is any more appropriate than that verse as we talk about the facing election, that we have a choice. We can make a choice. We can go in and we can vote for somebody who is going to turn our life around. Or we can vote for somebody who I truly believe is on Satan's side, because when we talk about the birth and the death and the life of children who have been aborted for many, many years, And the fact that that candidate supports that, I just can't support that. And I've been pro-life all of my life, and I will be until the day I die. And it's because those children are very special, and they are all a gift from God. So today, when you go to the polls, please go early. Please vote. Please think about what you're voting for. And remember, the line says it very well. When things go bad, we are told to abide. Help is on the way. I think that's about the most appropriate thing I can say about the election we are approaching. Help is on the way. Have a great, great day. Enjoy these beautiful fall leaves. Get out and ride across Fort Mountain. And if you go by over about Redbird Lane, throw up your hand and say, hey, Dwight, how you doing? I hope that y'all have a great, great day, and I will see you again soon. But don't forget, go to YouTube, subscribe, and you can watch any and everything. And remember, YouTube is free. All you do is click and watch. And hundreds of programs, and many of y'all are in those programs. Many of them come back from 2005, 6, 7, a long time ago, and I think some of them you'll really enjoy. I'll see you again soon on ETC.